Good afternoon, guys. Thanks for coming today. I know you're all really keen to hear what's happening in the Gosnells market in the financial year, so yeah, fire any questions, happy to answer.
So Shane, how's the market?
Look, it depends if you're a buyer or seller. I guess if you are a seller at the moment, I can understand you're pretty frustrated with where things are at as far as growth. But what we're seeing, it's a good question because a lot of people are actually realising that if you're buying and selling in the same market, great opportunity to maybe get into a suburb that you might not be able to afford 5 or 8 years ago. So some people are making the move there. And as far as buyers, well, I've never seen such amazing value in a marketplace as what we have currently. So my only concern for buyers is they're maybe not realising, thinking that to wait a bit longer. I suggest getting in there because some really, really good opportunities.
How many sales took place in the financial year?
The financial year there was 302 sales for the last 12 months, which was down around 10%. The previous financial year there was actually 330.
And prices, how are they compared to the previous year?
Yeah, prices, again, as I've alluded to, they've actually pulled back around 8%. So previous financial year, 320,000, we're down to 295. We all knew this would be the case, but things beyond our control, unfortunately.
Shane, what's the average days on market for Gosnells?
Look, it's actually sitting at 91. Previous quarter was again around the same, 90, 91. But to put that in perspective, last year, or last financial year, it was 68. But to really throw something interesting out there, in 2006, 2007, average days was basically about 14 in the area. There was actually 650 sales for the year, and we had 50% growth. So you can see it's a long way off where it was 10 years ago.
And what properties have been hit hardest?
Multi-unit developments, so your villas, apartments. And the main reason for that is there's probably a bit of an oversupply, but the value for money you can get with green title lots currently, it's just incredible. So a lot of people, rather than compromising for maybe a smaller property, are choosing to go for a freestanding home.
So Shane, last time we spoke, you mentioned the market had bottomed out. Is that still the case?
Look, I do believe we have bottomed out, and I did say that, but what I'm seeing is, even though the stats might show it might have pulled back slightly more, we've actually seen a huge influx and an increase of eastern states investors looking for value here as their market cools. And once they're starting to compete with our first home buyers, young families, that competition will fuel growth, but it's a slow crawl, and I still think we're probably about 12 months away from measurable growth.
Shane, we heard you were challenged to enter a boxing ring with a female and you refused. Can you please elaborate?
I can elaborate on that. I was challenged to get in the ring, but to put some light on the situation, it was actually Caitlin Parker, who's a silver Commonwealth medalist. I had a doctor's advice. They said it probably wasn't the best idea for my health going forward.
Shane, winning Roma Agent of the Year award for WA, you must be pretty happy with that.
I was very happy. Look, it's obviously you don't become a real estate agent to win personal accolades, but the fact that it was voted by our clients, I think is fantastic. And I am a Carlton supporter, so I will literally take any bit of silverware that comes my way.
Last question, Shane. Is there anything else you would like to tell the people of Gosnells?
Yeah, look, people of Gosnells, the zoning changes are being rolled out over the next 12 to 18 months. So a lot of properties are going to be changing from single residential to multi-unit. So I would suggest if you haven't already made contact, get in touch with us and we can let you know what that means for you. And also on a community base, really make sure you're following Lost Gosnells. We've got some amazing things coming up, lots of community events, lots of publicity for local community groups. So if you haven't liked them on Facebook, please do so. Anything else? Right. Thanks guys, thanks again for your time.